Welcome to another episode of TikTok Famous. Today I have on the show Sammy Lou, 1029, a vibrant TikToker, over 960,000 followers and over 14 million likes. She's a mom who gets raw and real about life, confidence, and even navigating dentures in her 30s. And I'm so excited to speak to her because to me, she is an inspiration to being raw and being genuine and just being everything that we could want for ourselves and others. So stay with me.
You're listening to the TikTok Famous Podcast, where viral fame meets raw reality. Join your host, Meredith Willits, as she dives deep with your favorite creators to uncover the real stories behind the scroll, the highs, the lows, the algorithm chaos, and everything in between. This is not your average interview. This is the TikTok Famous Podcast.
Thank you so much for being with me here today. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Thank you for having me. This is fun. I love talking to people, so this works out. It's right up my alley.
I love that. So I first got to know you. You had a video up, and I don't know if you used an age filter or what was going on, but you went from literally being like the Wicked Witch in
Snow White.
Snow White. Thank you. The Snow White
apple.
Witch. Yes, with the apple. And all of a sudden you're you, which is who we're looking at today, which is this beautiful woman. And I'm like, what in the magic? And this was like early into TikTok before I realized there's filters and things that one can do. I'm like, did she draw those lines in? Blah, 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 blah. But then the bigger surprise was that you're this beautiful young woman who has dentures.
Yeah, so early on in my denture journey, people were saying, like, you're an old lady, you don't have any teeth. And I'm like, but I'm really not that old. So then I did one video using the old age filter. And I was like, well, if I'm old, then I'm just going to look old while I don't have my teeth in, since that's the perception to everybody. And then as soon as I put them in, I magically become young again, because again, that's what everybody seems to think is what happens real life in the world. So I'm going to run with that a little bit. And I ran with it. And you would not believe how many people do not realize that's a filter. Like, it's so obviously glitching. It's like almost poking you in the face of how bad it is.
Right.
And so many people are like, that's a filter and you're a lie. And I'm like, no. I've become the person TikTok has said I am. I became the grandma. And as soon as I put my teeth in, I become myself again. Yeah. You've created this monster TikTok, and then you get mad when it comes on, and it's so funny.
Yeah. When I'm watching your videos, and I've watched your dental implant consultation, I went through all the videos of the actual surgery. All of these are in playlists on your TikTok page. And how did you get to needing them? Like, do you talk about the story? I didn't find that, but what's the story that brought you to needing dentures?
So I had poor dental care as a kid. Once I had all my adult teeth, I needed so much work on them as a young adult. Really no fault of my own. I can't really help what I'm not taught when I'm a child. But once I became an adult and I was in tune or able to take care of my own dental care, fixed everything, this stuff doesn't last. So if you're looking at a fill-in lasting maybe 10 years, a root canal lasting maybe 10 years, and I got all this work done when I was 17, 18 years old, by the time I was 28, all of that stuff needed to be reworked again. Some teeth had more damage done to them because I'm severely anemic. So when I was pregnant with all three of my kids, I chewed a lot of ice. I broke a lot of teeth, and I didn't care because I couldn't feel it. My mouth was numb because I was chewing on all that ice. So I was cracking all of these teeth. I was fixing them all. And it just became a financial burden. And at the point, I'm just like, you know what? What is it all for? If I can't fix my teeth and keep them fixed with as much money as I'm putting into it, I can't afford to keep fixing what's been breaking for years and years and years. So instead of prolonging the inevitable and fixing teeth to end up in dentures in 5 years, I was like, well, I don't really have a lot going on right now. So I think getting used to fake teeth, I could squeeze into my schedule, and I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years. So I pulled my teeth because I was bored. And that's what I tell people. I did it because I was bored. I didn't have a lot going on, and I could dedicate my time to learning these new prosthetic pieces. And I've had
Yeah.
zero issues. I do not regret it. I wish I would have done it sooner. And I really want people to see that this doesn't have to be that bad. It doesn't have to be the end of the world. Like, my life started when I had my teeth taken out because I don't have that pain and that ache anymore.
Yeah.
So,
And I think people, so there's so many layers to this conversation
yeah.
because
Yes,
because
yes.
when you look at someone getting any implant except for teeth, right? What is that? Like, you can have boob implants, butt implants, you can have, knee replacements, you can have ear, hearing aid issues. But
Mhm.
the teeth one, there's something about it that people can't get past it. I love that that's what you're just like punching down. You're just like, I'm not, no, we're going to normalize this if it
Yeah.
kills me. Like, you
I
really
am
are.
not the
Because
stereotypical toothless person. I am
it,
not. I am the normal toothless person. There are so many toothless people out there, no fault of their own. They have no teeth. Life
yep.
happens. It happens. Genetics happen. Illnesses happen. Medications destroy your. My gums are perfect. My gums were always perfect. The interior of my mouth, very clean. My teeth were just very broken. And it is what it is. I brushed, I flossed. People brush, they floss, they do everything that they can, and your teeth still fail. Just like I
Yeah.
could go out there and walk miles every day and still have a heart attack. I can never drink and still have a bad liver and kidney. I can never smoke in my life and have lung issues. Prosthetic teeth are the only prosthetic that is openly bullied and allowed to be bullied. And it's
Yeah.
BS. And hopefully I can break that stigma somewhere in there.
Yeah. Do you think that because people look at boob implants and they're like, okay, that's fun, that's a choice, whatever, this, that, and the other. Do you think that people look at the teeth piece because they're afraid of it? Like, oh gosh, that could be me because I do have, like, my teeth are very, very soft. They absorb every color that I drink or eat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's just like a fear, or do you think society, I always go back to programming, right? Like, if you're fat, you're lazy. If you're
Mm-hmm.
thin, you're malnourished. And a lot of times the opposite of those things are true. Do you
Right.
think that people are just like, oh, you were lazy, you were uneducated, like all those stereotypes, where you're coming in and you're like saying, no, flip the script. You've been programmed to think that if you have teeth issues, it could be only be for one reason. You drank Mountain Dew as a kid. You drank what did I have as a kid growing up? Kool-Aid, right? You
Mm-hmm.
had too much Kool-Aid. Do you think that people just are afraid, or they're just been programmed and now there's someone like you to unprogram or reprogram about dentures? Because there's probably a lot of people out there, because like, you're on my radar as an inspiration. Okay, so that's who you are in my brain. But do you think that people see you and go, oh God, I don't want that to be me? Fear, 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 negative, negative, negative. And that's why they have all these thoughts?
I think it's the programming thing because we're taught brush the teeth you want to keep. I brushed my teeth and I still did not keep them
Right.
because life happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We can't control your teeth fail. Just like every other body part, your teeth are prone to your environment. Whatever you've got going on, your teeth are just they're just as liberty of failing just like anything else on my body. But people are programmed that if you just brush them and floss them, they're fine. But that's not how your body works. That's not how science works. And the fact that so many people are uneducated on the fact that one medication completely can destroy your oral health.
Yeah.
Oral health and oral hygiene aren't the same thing. And a lot of people don't
Wow.
realize that.
Wow.
My mouth is clean. My mouth has always been clean. The dentist would tell you your mouth is very clean. Your teeth are just bad. They aren't
I've
mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I've never heard of it that way, and that is just really powerful because you can brush and floss and, as you're saying, lose your teeth. I know people that have taken medications that have turned their teeth black, turned their, like, given the white spots,
Hmm.
due to certain antibiotics and things of that nature. So you're saying when you went through all this, you did all this expensive work, because I know I've had to replace a crown that cracked, and you get a 10-year window, and it doesn't matter if you've changed dental insurance or not. You've got one 10-year window on that tooth, and it doesn't matter if that dentist put it in wrong or you
Yep.
broke it with a piece of hard candy. You are now paying for that tooth.
Hmm.
Um, you were just like, I can't. Like, this is going to
I
be every 10 years for the rest of my life. This is insanity.
Right. Yeah. And like with fill-ins, the one place I was, because I never had like, I was never an established patient at a dental office. I worked for a hospital that had a dental, like a teaching clinic, and
Mhm.
I'm an employee, so I got a discounted rate. My insurance was through the hospital, so it was even discounted even more. So my work was being done by dental students.
Okay.
So does that matter? I'm sure if I would have paid more money, I'm sure, like in my mind, I'm thinking these kids are going to do it better than anybody. They know the latest and the greatest. They,
Yeah.
all the stuff. And my teeth just couldn't hang. They ran away.
So if we got listeners out there and they're chasing root canals, they're chasing crowns, they're chasing large, you know, cavities, fillings. Like for myself, my dentist has told me, because I grind my teeth. In one of your videos, you were talking to your dentist about grinding and
Hmm.
your teeth or clenching, which I am like, I need to get that masseter Botox because my face would probably be 4 inches narrower if I had the Botox in my jaw. Um, you were talking to him about, like, there's mini dentures and then there's regular dentures. And I know, like, I've had people tell me, because I want to get my front two teeth capped, and the
Hmm.
dentist is like, you will knock those caps off in one night. Like, don't
Yeah.
even bother. Like, you're
Right.
gonna be gone. You're gonna grind those
Hmm.
front caps right off. And so there's a lot of people that are like, keep your teeth. They're your only teeth. Never do that. Like, don't do that. What was your consultation or your people around you that said, no, do this? Like, you're
There wasn't really anybody around me that said do this. So when I was done having kids and I'm like, okay, I need to get my mouth looked at to see what the damage is, because I'm not chewing the ice as bad as I was anymore. I'm not there. So I went in, I was quoted $50,000 to fix everything. And I was like, and at that point I needed 6 root canals. So then I
oh
was
my God.
planning it. I'm like, okay, if I get some work done now, this was in October. I was like, if I get some work done now, my plan starts over in January. I'll have more of a deductible. I can get some more done then. But if you know anything about dental, if you don't get it all fixed in one swoop, what's still rotting rots the rest of your mouth.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to get everything done, like at least within 3 to 6 months of the problem being noticed, you're just going to find more problems every time you go back in. So that was my one bad thing. I had one root canal done and it failed.
Oh,
I could
geez.
only afford to have one done at the time and it failed. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to go do the consult for the dentures. I need to quit with this. So I went to Affordable Dentures only because they had dentures in the name. No other rhyme or reason to it. I did zero research. I did nothing, but I just needed to rip the band-aid off. I showed up. He was like, you've got some teeth you can save. I said, that is a really cute story. And I love that for you, but I want everything out of my mouth and I want fake teeth that I better can control. I'm tired of this. I'm done. I went back 30 days later. They did an impression on my gums over my natural teeth. 30 days after that, they took 23 teeth out. It took 2.5 hours.
Oof.
And I was the happiest I've ever been. I was so nervous that morning, but my mouth hurt. And as soon as they numbed me with a lidocaine, I didn't feel a single thing, and I have not been in pain since. So
Yeah, and that's
myself,
what
I got myself in that door. I got myself
yeah.
there.
Yeah, and that's what so many people don't understand. And, as you're sitting here talking, I'm like, like for our dental, I think we have like 2 cleanings a year, and I have the Cadillac of health insurance, right? Like I could literally do anything. But when it comes to dental, it's like you get 2 free cleanings and like $1,000 a year, and then that's it, right?
That's it.
But is that because societally, it's like take care of your teeth and they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
We know your body's going to break down. We know you're going to get sick. But if you think about healthcare, just as we're having this conversation, it's like, no, you should be good with your teeth up to $1,000 a year if you just stay on. Like even just sitting here talking to you about it, it's wild to think. And P.S. I just was watching a video the other day, probably because I'm stalking you. Now I'm getting fed dentures and teeth videos. But they were talking about like sick teeth, and also P.S. sick teeth are one of the top reasons for miscarriage
Yes. Yes.
and heart disease.
Yes.
So the fact that they're saying, hey, your teeth are your problem, oh, well, too bad, yada,
If you
they
can't
are,
afford to fix it, you're screwed.
you're
Yeah.
screwed, literally. And then you turn the corner and it's like, yeah, but your teeth can cause you to have major heart disease and miscarriage, and I'm sure a slew of other things that
Mm-hmm.
we don't even know about, bacteria, besides all of that, right?
Right.
And it, like you're saying, it to $50,000, it's almost like it's elective.
Mm-hmm. It is, and it's considered elective because it would have cost me $50,000 to put my mouth in a healthy state to not hinder the rest of my body.
Yeah.
And I've noticed I do have some people that work in dental facilities comment on my videos saying that they're starting to run everything through medical that they do for their patients, because some medical is seeing this at, like, dental and medical should never have been separated, because
Right.
your dental health they hold hands with your physical health. Like, dental health is physical health, dental health is mental health, like it is all one big thing. And the way that it's separated, they are starting to run things through people's medical insurance, and some of the medical insurances are starting to pay because it does coordinate to your heart health and gut health. Because if my teeth are rotted, I can't chew my food, my
Yeah.
digestive tract is screwed if I cannot chew my food properly.
Yeah.
But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the problems that come with no teeth or bad teeth.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like, is it dental if you don't have physical teeth and it's just your mouth and your gums? Is that still dental? Is your tongue dental? Is your throat dental? Think of the insanity of the conversation we're having right now.
Yeah,
This
right,
is so
right,
stupid. Like, what
right.
is going on?
I can't
Like,
swallow my food because it's too big for me to swallow because I can't chew it because I don't have teeth. Do you have dental insurance? They can help you with that.
right, like
That doesn't seem
what?
like a dental issue. I don't have any teeth.
Right.
Like, they asked me if I wanted dental insurance. For what? I don't have any teeth.
You don't have any teeth left.
I don't have any teeth. What do I need dental insurance for? Why do I need to pay $45 a paycheck for dental insurance? For a
Right.
cleaning? What the hell are you going to clean?
Well, and I
You going to
will
take a
I
pressure washer to my mouth?
we'll back you up to the car wash.
Yeah, I can do that.
Like,
That's called a water flosser.
we could do the
Got
water
it.
flosser. We're good with that. That is so crazy. Like the conversation, when you start talking about things, they sometimes become more absurd. This is definitely one of those
Yep, it
conversations where
is.
we're like,
It
what
is.
is going on this planet? Like, how
Yep.
did we end up here? So, when you went in and had all your teeth pulled, how old were you at that time?
It was not even 2 years ago, so 37.
Okay, so in your 30s.
Hmm.
And is that the video that I'm seeing on TikTok where um they pulled all your teeth and they're putting those pins in?
No. So I had all of my teeth removed November, or not November, December 6th um, of 20, what is the year? 5, 4, 3, 2023. November 6th, 2023, I had all my teeth removed. And I just got these temporary teeth. Well, actually, they put somebody else's teeth in my mouth at first.
Stop
But
it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So they took all my teeth out. They put these teeth in, and I was so excited. I was like, "What do they look like? What do they look like?" Oh my gosh, I could not wait. And she just kind of tilted her head a little bit, and she's like, "Well, I mean, at first it's going to be a little bit to get used to, and they're going to be a little big, but let me get the doctor." So the dentist comes in, and he looks, and he jumps back a little bit, and he just kind of stares at me, and I'm just like, "What does it look like? What does it look like?" So then he goes and gets the lab tech, and then I hurry up and get my phone and I take a picture, and the teeth are like, oh,
Oh my God.
and I was like, "Oh my god, I am not leaving like this. Like, I am about to fight somebody. It's like, this is horrible." So the lab tech comes back and he was like, "What's the patient's name?" And they say my name. And they're like, "Oh crap." So then he gives them my actual teeth, which were these
Oh,
things, and puts them in. And they were like, "Okay, we'll see you tomorrow for a checkup." And I'm like, "Okay." So I just left with these, no pins, nothing, just raw bleeding gums and
oh,
these teeth.
Jesus. So those just kind of sit in your mouth, or is that where you use like glue, or how does that stay in? Because I was also watching the video where sometimes people literally, and you're saying, yes, I have 100% laughed and shot my teeth out of my face.
Yeah. So in the beginning, the temporary teeth are big, so because your gums are gonna swell, they're mad at you. You just ripped a bunch of teeth out of them, and they feel like hockey pucks. But the swelling of the gums kind of sit in here, and
Mhm.
they hold. After a couple of days, when that swelling starts to go down, these become loose, and you can't really glue yet because you have all those holes in your mouth, and you don't want to
Oh,
pull out the clots. You don't want to get dry
yeah.
sockets. So at that point, you're literally just holding these things in your mouth by sucking on them like candy.
Oh my God.
You continuously just suck on them. That's how you get like that denture suck, where if you ever looked at somebody who has dentures, they're constantly sucking on their teeth,
Yeah.
trying to keep them in their mouth. You
Yeah. I
just
had
learn to
my
do that.
grandma's friend had them. And half the time she wouldn't wear them probably because they were such a pain in the ass. Because this had to be 40 years ago. I was, 10
Oh,
years old or so. But yeah, does like you're talking about that sucking noise.
yeah, and that's how they just kind of stay in their spot. And then they second as a band-aid. So you want your gums to kind of form to the inside of the denture, so they create those divots on your gums that coincide with the denture, so you get that really good fit. My temporary teeth, although they were super big on me and they looked funny to the people that were watching my videos, they were comfortable. I was eating 4 days in. These, I never called off work because my mouth hurt or because my teeth wouldn't work for me. These went in my face when they finally gave me the correct teeth, and they worked for me every day until they gave me these because people were making fun of me so bad. They were embarrassed for me, so they made me a new set of teeth. And
Aw.
then I had
Now,
just traditional dentures for 9 months, and then I got the implants put in.
so the implants, those come out though, yes?
The implants don't come out, the teeth come out. So the these are the implants.
Okay, so they're like little the metal
Yeah,
divot
it's the
spikes.
titanium. Yeah, they're titanium implants that are in my jaw.
Mhm.
I have one piece implants, so they were put in, and I could put load on them that day. So I could
Wow.
wear teeth and eat actual food same day. Um, but I had those put in, and because I'm already used to my denture that I got from Affordable Dentures, I'm just using them in the interim while my forever teeth are being made in a lab. So my
Okay.
permanent teeth will go in with cement, like a dental cement, over those posts, and then my teeth will never come out again. But
Oh,
I'm
wow.
trying to design the perfect teeth, and it's a little difficult because the lab that's making my teeth isn't in a room in the back of the office. They are in New York. So when they make me a set of teeth based on what the provider tells them I want, they mail them to Ohio. I try them on like a wedding dress. If I don't go, these are the ones, we make changes, they mail them back, they make the changes, they mail them back. And I'm just kind of in that limbo right now. So usually
So
you
will
don't get to
these
see the hardware.
Yeah, so will these be one complete piece that sits on top of that metal and then stays in your mouth then?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
permanents, they'll be horseshoed top and bottom because right now my
Okay.
top is the palate covered
Yeah, yeah.
because it's a denture. but it'll just be teeth with very minimal gum,
Okay.
and it'll look like the teeth are protruding from my natural gum again. So
So,
I
and I
won't
was,
have all that extra.
you won't have the extra gum part. It'll
Nope.
be teeth,
Nope.
almost
It'll be teeth.
100% teeth. Yeah.
Yep.
And so is this set with the guy that I was watching you in the video? He lives you live in Appalachia, he said? That's where his office is?
He is in Jackson, Ohio. I am in Cincinnati. So
Okay.
I drive 2 hours to go see him.
And it sounds like I watched your jaw drop when he said $9,000.
So
Um,
the pricing, if he turned these into a snap-in denture that has metal in the denture and you just snap them in and out forever and ever, amen, it would have cost $6,000.
okay.
If he made me a new set of teeth to take in and out of my mouth, it would have been $9,000. But because I was like, if I'm getting implants, I don't want teeth that I have to take out and put back in. I want teeth that I just brush like a normal human and walk away from them.
Yeah.
So those are $30,000.
Oh,
And
wow,
that is
okay.
the option I went with.
And then those will be your teeth.
Those will be my teeth. That's why I'm very picky about what they look like.
Yeah.
Because once they go in, they have to be cut out of my mouth.
Yeah. So we're going to be picky and we're going to take
Yeah.
our time. But see, isn't there some beauty in that as far as self-worth to take that time? Because I am the person that goes, it's perfect, it's fine, it's nice. And then like a week later, I'm like, I really wish I would have spent a little bit more time on that and been a little pickier. I always feel like I get, like I'll go, everyone gets the nice thing and mine's always a little bit screwed up. And just
So
a little
meh.
bit, yeah, mine's a little meh all the time for whatever.
Yep.
So isn't there a part of this that you're going through that is, I am so worth sending them back? Like I would be the person that would probably just not send them back because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That would have been me
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago. But the Meredith now is like, no, I'm going to do what Sammy Lou's doing and take my time, and I'm worth sending it back 5, 6, 7 times or whatever's necessary.
Right. Like I told Dr. Brian, I was like, sorry, I just want the canines a little longer. And I think with that, the teeth are going to have to be a little bit longer, but the canines need to be a little bit longer than the teeth. And he's like, we'll send it back as many times as you want. He was like, but I just don't want you getting mad at me because it's taken forever. I was like,
Yeah.
I will send them back for years if I have to, because once they're in, like that's it.
That's,
I don't have
yeah.
to get a new pair in 5 years. Like that. Dentures is one thing. If my dentures are a little crooked, they only last about 5 years anyway, and you need to replace them. But these, that's it for me. So they are going to be 100% perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
It's with your social media community that you're building. I know that you get DMs that are like, thank you for sharing this. I know you have to.
I do. I get a lot of messages. I tell people all the time when I'm live, my email address is in my bio. Send me an email. I've done FaceTimes with people who were going in for adjustments because they didn't know what to tell the provider was wrong with their teeth. I've never met these people in my life. I
Yeah.
have no idea who they are. And I FaceTimed with them. I email with them. I give them pointers, recommendations on products. It's different getting a recommendation on a product from another toothless person than my dentist telling me that I need to use Polident glue for my mouth. Polident sucks.
Oh.
It sucks. And you have your teeth. So why are you telling me how to glue mine in? Like, I'll
Yeah.
figure it out myself.
Right.
I got
Right.
this.
So with dentures, the ones that you're currently wearing, right? Is there anything like that you would want people to know about that's like listening to this and they're like, should I do it? Because I have XYZ wrong with my mouth. Like, what do you think's the tipping point of pull all my damn teeth?
When the pain becomes way too much. I could no longer mask that achy tooth pain because it was all over, like
Wow.
all over my mouth. I could no longer mask it with Tylenol or ibuprofen. And I didn't want to have to mask it with something more harsh. And I reached a point where I wanted to eat comfortably again. And I know a lot of people are scared because, like, the pain from getting your teeth removed. what pain? Your teeth hurt. Your teeth are what hurt. If they take those out, like there's nothing there to hurt you anymore. The
Mm.
discomfort from healing is discomfort from healing, but it ends. You know that that ends because you don't heal forever. You're not going to have your mouth heals quicker than any other part of your body. And you're not going to be sitting there in pain for months and years because of your mouth. Back surgery, yes, absolutely. Knee replacement, absolutely. Hip, absolutely. This will heal. It'll heal up beautifully as long as you're not smoking 14 packs of cigarettes a day when you have
Yeah.
all these holes in your mouth and you're taking care of your oral hygiene again. They'll heal and it'll feel fine. And then you just got to get used to the acrylic in there or whatever your teeth end up being made of.
And I do see you literally eat everything with those things.
I, I do. And sometimes I eat without them because I want to taste my food.
Oh, is it different with and without them for
It
tasting wise?
is, yes. So with the roof of my mouth covered, like all of our taste, but the majority of our taste buds are on our tongue, but you have some on the roof of your mouth, and I can't feel the texture of my food with the roof of my mouth anymore. So it kind of holds back a lot of the flavors and makes food a little bit more bland than I remember. And
Stupid.
I don't know how well I've chewed my food. So when I'm eating something, because you can't take big bites because your teeth take up so much room. So when you're eating something, you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm like, okay, 22 chews is my magic number. If I can move my mouth up and down 22 times, whatever is in there that I can't feel is safe to swallow.
Oh my gosh. Do you think that when your teeth were in pain, it was causing, like, an eating disorder? Because like, I can only imagine I'd be like I would have, like, an aversion to eating because 'cause I'd be like, "Oh my god, I can't eat because it's gonna hurt."
That's why I love sweets so much now. I couldn't eat anything really sweety because it would hurt my teeth. I couldn't drink with not using a straw. So I'm drinking
Mhm.
out of cups all the time now because liquids can touch my teeth and not hurt. Um, Sweet foods, ice cream, the coldness from ice cream, anything, really
Yeah,
anything. If
it would
I,
have send a
yeah,
shockwave through your whole body if you would have eaten
yeah.
ice cream and that
Oh my
before.
gosh, yes, yes.
Yeah, I would, like, totally have had an aversion, which goes back to that this is a medical situation if you're not eating food because your teeth are so bad. You also are a beauty influencer. So we have this person who comes out like the witch in Snow White because you're just a jerk and wanna mess with people, and I love it, and I'm here for
It's
all of it,
fun.
and it's fun, and it's
It's
so
fun.
fun, and they're like, "Oh my god." Some of the comments are everything, like, go to her account, it's the greatest. It's like, "This is catfishing. This is why I hate makeup," and it's just as if you really
This is
look like
why I
that,
take
and
them swimming on the first date.
I know, so that you could wash off all the big it's like, literally, I'm not 70 and somehow miraculously become a
Right,
thirty-year-old, please. Um, but I think that sharing the way that you do from your honesty, your struggles, because I mean, that's a struggle, like, going through, like, health we're gonna start calling them health issues,
they
right?
are health
Health
issues, yeah.
health issues, um, and being so open and honest about it, for me, it gives I don't know, it's like a welcome mat to everyone else to go, "It's okay to be real, it's okay to not be perfect, it's okay, and PS, you're still beautiful. Because PS,
Right.
I'm still getting paid to make content about makeup, etcetera, etcetera.
Mhm.
You are still a beautiful person, and, there's a way through this."
Teeth or no teeth.
Teeth
They
or
just
no
add a
teeth.
little bit. They just add a little bit. Teeth or no teeth, I'm still here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
What are your kids you have 1 daughter?
I have 3 daughters
Wait,
and
that's
a
right, you have 3
son.
and
Yeah.
that's right, you said
My
you had 4 pregnancies.
yeah.
What do they think about mom sharing this? Because I know with my kids, I mean, maybe my kids are nuts, but they will my son will literally take my phone and block his friends from my account so they can't see what mom's doing. Um, he's 14 though, he's going into high school, so you never know, and he's
Yeah.
more of a shy kid, but, in that way. What do your kids think about you putting this out there? Does it make them uncomfortable? Are they proud? Is it a mixture of all of that?
My son is so anti social media, like It would not surprise me if he has not seen anything about my TikTok. He knows I'm on TikTok. He knows that I do it. His girlfriend's on TikTok, but he is just so anti Facebook, anti everything. So
Mm-hmm.
he's just like, rock on, mom. And I'm like, thanks, baby. And then my girls, they think it's funny when I get noticed out in public. They think it's funny when people are like, aren't you on TikTok? My oldest daughter, Ellie's like, yes, that's her. That is
Ah,
her. Because they think it is so neat. They think it is so funny. And anytime they see somebody, not anytime, every single time they see somebody that looks like they're struggling with something. We were skating and this lady had one arm, and my daughter said, don't worry, my mom doesn't have any teeth.
oh,
And they will let everybody know that I do not have any teeth. I took my other daughter to the dentist, and the dentist was like, you need to make sure that you're brushing and flossing so you have perfect teeth just like your mom. And she said, they're fake. Those teeth are fake in my mom's mouth. And the dentist looked at me, and I was like, yep, they sure are. The dentist didn't even know my teeth were fake.
oh my gosh.
So yeah, my kids, it's not weird to them. It's not abnormal to them. They don't look at me any differently. My youngest daughter will hand me my teeth if she feels like I'm struggling to talk, or if I'm struggling to help her pronounce a word. She's like, let me go get Pammy, because I named my teeth. And I'm like, I don't need my teeth. I'm fine. It's world. I don't need my teeth to pronounce world. The
That's
S's,
so
on the other
cute.
hand, I need my teeth for the S's. But my
That's
kids think it's cool. They think it's
I
neat.
love that. That support, that understanding, that empathy. I think that going through this probably has taught them that people are different, that people show up differently, and that doesn't. Have you noticed that in them, that
Mm-hmm.
empathic kind of do you notice it that they have more empathy for themselves?
Absolutely, yeah, and they realize that not everything that you see on TV or that you read or see in a magazine, the stereotypical beauty standard isn't it anymore. Like, it's not. You don't have to have teeth to be considered beautiful. It's not like people lose their teeth. Shit happens. If I can be limbless somewhere on my body and be praised for being so brave to walk across that stage with my prosthetic leg for the first time, why the
Yep.
hell can I not be praised for smiling without a single tooth in my mouth for the first time on social media? Why is it so different? It's not, and it shouldn't be treated different. So mark my words, I will be the first toothless known influencer. That is my goal, because you do
You
not
already have
need
a
teeth
million
to be
followers
brave.
almost there, sweetheart, just on
Well,
TikTok alone. What do you mean you're
and
going to be?
that's only because people like a show. People like a freak show. I am considered a freak show. I am considered not the norm. I am not considered the stereotypical toothless person, and people are interested to see what that means. That's all that is. I have not made my mark yet, because there is a whole world of people out there that are struggling with their oral health and have no idea where to start, because they are so embarrassed because of the assholes that think they know better than the person dealing with the tooth, whatever they've got going on. And I want to make sure that everybody out there realizes that just because you have to take your teeth out does not make you any less of a person. It doesn't make you any less desirable. If anything, if a man is smart, he's come out.
I was waiting if you were going to go there.
Listen, listen. If you want
If
him
it's
to
not
call back, don't even tell him. If you're dating and your teeth come out, don't even tell them.
just
Show
your
them.
secret.
They will start talking in cursive.
You are
Okay?
too
They are not going to
too
care.
they are not going to care. What is your end game then? I mean, you have what 900 and gosh, just on TikTok alone, 960,000 followers. Are you on Instagram? I don't even know if I looked over there yet.
I am on, I'm not active. I don't know
Okay.
how to do the social media thing. Like, I feel like I'm failing so much on how to blow this up, because I'm a busy mom with a job, and this
Yeah.
is just like, I started posting for funsies, and here we are now.
Jen
Yeah.
Hamilton, I actually have one of her shirts on today, toxically empathetic. She was just talking about an app that will repurpose your stuff, like once you post it or put it one place, it goes everywhere. So it would go to YouTube, it would go to Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. I'll send that to you
Yes, I'll look into
on
that.
email because I was looking at it as well because just to have to like repurpose. I think that it's called repurpose.io just so
Mhm.
you don't have to recreate the wheel every 5 seconds. What is your end game? I mean, you have enough money. I mean, you have enough followers that you can start making or should be making real money from this from
I don't though. So the way TikTok works is I'm only paid on For You page views from the US. I'm big in other countries.
Get
So,
Out.
yeah, yeah. South Africa, I'm really big in South Africa, Germany, Australia, and I don't get paid for those views. So all those videos, like I have a video that went over 90 million views.
Holy crap.
90 million views, and I've made maybe since that video was posted $1,000 on it
Yeah, you
because
should have made
all of those views are out of the US.
$90,000.
It's crazy.
Yeah, maybe just gotta go from the beginning and, like, repurpose that over to Instagram and just start posting because now they don't put that TikTok watermark on anymore,
Mhm.
when it saves to your phone, and then it's very easy to just send it over to Instagram, and then, that also will post to Facebook, because that's usually what I do. I haven't started the repurpose thing yet, which it just
Mhm.
like I said, it puts it everywhere. It saves to my phone whatever my TikTok video is because my following on Instagram and Facebook is kind of a lot different than TikTok. Like I do have very kind of different stuff that I don't post everything over to Instagram and Facebook. I don't think they could handle what I post.
I'm the
Um,
opposite. Like, I don't post anything on Facebook, anything on Instagram. Like, you know, TikTok Sam. Okay, I don't bring this over to Facebook. Like when my friends
right,
say, "I saw your TikTok," I'm like, "That's
right?
TikTok Sam. You know Facebook Sam. It's different."
Exactly, isn't that so funny? I'm the same way. I'm like, yeah, you can't handle the truth of no,
Right.
totally different people. Yeah, so what's your end game? Like, I mean, I don't see why you're not getting free teeth at this
I
point. I mean, geez,
I
whiz.
don't I don't know what my end game is. My implants are free. My implants are not costing me anything.
Good.
So that in exchange for the content that comes from that. But I'm honest. Like I tell anybody that wants to work with me, you can't pay for my review to sound what you want it to sound like. And a lot of people don't want to mess with that. So
Yeah.
thankfully my dentist was like, I ain't got nothing to hide, let's do it. And I have other dentists that say like what you're doing is not the standard practice and that's not this, that, and the other, and talking a bunch of crap. And it's like you talk a lot of crap for somebody who just has an opinion because dental is all over the place. And I'm like, I trust my provider and he knows that I'm going to be 100%. Like if this is messed up, I've got almost a million people who are going to listen how that guy messed up. And he's like, I am not scared at all, bring it. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And
That's
some
so
people don't
good.
want that raw, honest truth about whatever the heck it is that they've got going on. But
Well,
I'm here
you
for it.
definitely could talk about the whatever glue that you're using. I mean, and I do watch your videos. I mean, when it comes to oral health with the dentures, it is a full-time situation. Like that is a full-time job. It's not just brush, brush, brush and go. Like you have to be very because like that's in your mouth, stuck, trapped food. If you let it be, you have to keep your mouth clean as hell with those.
Yeah, and a lot of people I've noticed didn't realize that you actually had to brush your fake teeth. They're like, "Oh, I thought I just got dentures and that was it." No, no, no. You still have to brush them. And a lot of creators, they do. They go on TikTok and they're like, "I take my teeth out and you just use this cleaning tablet and they'll be good as new in the morning." No, 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 no. That's like using only mouthwash on your natural teeth. That's what that is.
Yeah.
If I did not brush my natural teeth and only used mouthwash, what's going to be the outcome? Bad teeth. If I just put my teeth in a cup of water and put a cleaning whitening tablet in there, the outcome is bad. You can get mold that grows on your dentures under any kind of liner that you have in there. Black mold can grow.
Jesus.
You it's disgusting. And the fact that people wouldn't want to wash them or aren't being told to wash them or aren't thinking about it, like This is acrylic that you're putting in your mouth. It's going to hold everything that you've put in your mouth, taste wise, smell wise. Your teeth taste like the food that you've eaten all day. I
Yeah.
guarantee you right now, if some random person put my teeth in their mouth, they probably taste like coffee, because that's all I've had with my teeth in this morning.
Yeah.
Um, if I ate onions, my teeth would taste like onions, and they hold those smells and those tastes. And the best way to get it off is just a little dish soap, and it'll be good as new.
There's an advertisement.
I know, I know. I try. I bring my Dawn in my videos all the time, but I switched to Gain because Gain smells better. But yeah, just use some little dish soap.
You just need to start tagging these companies because,
I
like,
did, I did,
I
I
hope
did
you
tag
are.
Chapstick in one, and Chapstick sent me free chapstick.
It's like, I
So
don't want chapstick.
I think my next angle
I want
is
money.
I'm gonna start writing. I don't want chapstick. I can go to Walgreens for that shit. Um, I'm gonna start writing like really awkward like jingles for companies that I use regarding using them, because I need them more now because I have fake teeth. Like my lips are always dry now, so I use more chapstick. So I'm gonna come up with like a funny poem or something so like stupid but catchy, and then I'm
Yep.
gonna try to be like, all right, who's the first brand that wants a piece of this?
Yeah, because there's a million chapsticks. It doesn't have to, you know what I mean? Like, bring it. And then, you know what
Yep.
I always tell people, like, you can send it to me. If I don't like it, I won't make a video.
Right.
And as long as you're okay with that. But if
Mm-hmm.
I make a video and I hate it, I'm going to have to say I hate it. Like, I'm
Right.
going to say it. There's a couple gals now that I've seen on the TikTok videos, and they'll be like, "This is stuff that I got for free or purchased from the TikTok shop that I hate, and there's some stuff that I would buy 100 times over." And they do a review of like 10 items at once,
Mm-hmm.
and those I think get a lot of traction, and they're honest.
I, for whatever reason, can't link more than one item in my TikTok shop videos. Some people can, I cannot. So what works for me is I'll just get a bunch of stuff that I get. Like I'll get 20 things over the course of a week, and then I'll get on live and just BS with people and do a live unboxing. And if it's something that I will actually use real life in the world, like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, I'm gonna wear this, or and I actually like it, I will
Yeah.
then make a video on it. So all of the products that I actually make videos on are things that I use every day, and things
Yeah.
that I want people to see, like, this is a badass product and I legitimately use this every day. I will not
Yeah.
make a video just to make a video, or to
Well,
just say I don't like this.
did you see that the Gap is now on TikTok Shop?
I did not.
The Gap just showed up on TikTok Shop. Like, Revolve's been on there, which is a pretty high-end, like, um, site, but the Gap
Mm-hmm.
just showed up on
Oh,
TikTok
I'm
Shop.
gonna
I'm
have to
like,
look at that.
"Holy crap." Like, that's a big name to show up on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
That's so crazy. Well, I just think that you're the best. I just had a tummy tuck and I did a bunch of videos about that, and that was scary. Like, it was scary, and it still feels weird. Like, I ran into some friends locally that watch my videos, and like you said, that's so weird. Like, no, you don't know
Yeah.
me. And they're
I
like,
didn't
"So how
say that.
how's it going?" And like for a minute you're like, "Oh wait, are they talking about my tummy tuck and my tummy tuck videos, or are they just talking about how's it going for me in life?"
Like real life in
Like,
the world.
right, right. And I'm like, "Nope, they're definitely talking about my surgery." But, it feels scary showing up not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
feels scary saying, or maybe being judged that I took a shortcut, but it's like, okay. And I just keep telling myself, like, I had 4 babies. The last one was 10 pounds. It's okay. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay to need a little extra help.
Right.
I'm working out 2 hours a day. And I'm still at 52 years old chasing, trying to get that flat stomach and putting that out there, to like maybe ex-boyfriends that are seeing me on there or friends that I went to high school with. Like, those are for some reason the scary ones. Like,
It
my people
is.
here like know the Meredith now. Why is it that the exes and the high schools are the scariest ones? I don't
Yeah.
know, but what is that?
I don't know, because it's almost like you wanted the way that they remembered you to be it. Like, I know you 20 years ago. Like, 20 years ago me. You're not allowed to see me now. You're not allowed to
Yes.
see what I'm doing now. And it's awkward. It's awkward for me because like I don't ever know when people I know are watching my TikToks because I don't talk about it. Like I don't go to gatherings with friends and talk about my teeth like I do on TikTok. But it's the elephant in the room, like are people looking at me to see how if my teeth are going to fall out of my face because I joke about that? Are people
Right.
looking at me to see if I'm playing with my teeth because I do it online all the time? Are
Right.
people looking at me to determine do they look fake or do they, like it's the elephant in the room. Um, the only time it ever hit me hard to where I noticed somebody was watching me with ill intentions was my boyfriend's ex-wife was saving videos of me toothless on TikTok.
That's so shitty.
And I asked him, I said, why would somebody save videos of somebody on TikTok and not like if you were just wanting to share them with somebody, like if I saw something funny and I wanted to share it with somebody, I would just send it to them. I wouldn't
Yeah,
save it to
yeah.
my phone. I wouldn't save it. Why would somebody save it? And he was like, oh, to make fun of you. And I was like, okay, that's all I needed to know. That's all I
Which
needed to
says,
know.
of course, way more about
Yeah.
her than
Right.
the almost million
Right.
people following you that are watching you because you're changing. I had this realization yesterday. It just was like this huge, like, wow. And I think doing what you do and us being honest with who we are and where we are and like helping the generations older than us and younger than us, because I think that when we show up, it also helps people that are like you're 15 years younger than me and you're helping me that's older than you, and me might be
Mm-hmm.
helping a boomer that's older than me. And we're also
Right.
helping the younger kids to go, oh, wait a minute, look at she's beautiful and she doesn't have teeth. And like I can show up and have XYZ thing that I'm dealing with and I can still be confident and I can still be popular and people can still love me.
Yep.
And I think that, or I know that when we face these fears of not being perfect as society tells us that we should be to be considered okay or valuable, especially as women, I just think that changes us
Mm-hmm.
as creators.
It
And
does.
and by way of changing us, it changes the world around us. And I think that's such a powerful thing. And I know that that's why, millions of people have liked your videos because they're like, oh my God, thank you for showing up as a beautiful person that's not
That's
a
flawed. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm flawed. I've got flaws. We all have flaws.
yeah, we all
Mine are
have
just
flaws.
obviously my teeth.
Well, I just think that you're a great spokesperson for all of it. And I appreciate what you bring to social media. I just hope that you need to set whatever it is that goal is. Because whatever it is, you're doing this and it's just happening. I can't imagine if you set like 10 goals or 5
Right.
goals and said, okay, these are the goals I actually give a shit about hitting and put them very specifically. I have a feeling that by 2026, all those goals will be hit because you're just kind of throwing shit at the
I
wall and
am.
it's
I
sticking.
am. And it's sticking. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And I say it all the time. I tell Chad that all the time. I'm like, you know what? If I could just manage and be a little bit more organized, I'm pretty sure this could like go somewhere. I was like, but I've got 3 little kids here, I've got a job. I've got so much on my plate that I just don't have the time to dedicate to it unless I take something else off my plate. And the
Yeah,
social media is not guaranteed, so I can't really quit my job to become a full-time content creator, stay-at-home mom. That's not realistic for me. Although that would be kind of nice. I don't know.
right.
In my dreams, I hope and pray that I end up doing some sort of brand deal with something that actually matters. That would actually help me and my kids. Like I can do these TikTok shop videos all day with these silly little games or these chargers that they sent me, but I keep thinking like, how cool would it be to team up with like a whole like a builder, and I go through the process of building a home, and then everything inside the home is shit from TikTok,
Right.
and it's like the house that TikTok built. And I would love to do something like that because I just love talking and being on camera and filming stuff like that. But I don't have an aesthetically pleasing house or life. I'm not the typical content creator on here. I'm just a random person with no teeth.
Well, I think
But
that
that
that's
would
what
be fun.
everybody I think that that's what everybody loves about you is just you are real and you show up and you're awesome and uh, yeah, maybe 30 minutes a day just kind of put aside to figuring out like some goals for yourself because you have what it takes. Your presence is that of a star. You come off so naturally, so genuine. Just yeah, I think you're awesome. And like a genuine campaign. I don't know, hashtag genuine, hashtag flawed, hashtag, whatever it is, you're doing it and
Hashtag
you're
fake
teaching the
teeth
kids.
real talk. That's my hashtag.
Exactly. There you
Fake
go.
teeth real talk.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me today and sharing your story. Thank you so much for sharing your story all over TikTok. We just need you to get that repurpose app.
I
Maybe
do.
that's your
I do
thing.
need
Like
to
talk
get that.
about the repurpose
That's
app
my
and be like,
goal.
hey,
That is my goal, is to get that.
we'll get that and we'll get everything over to YouTube. We'll get everything over to Instagram and
You know
Facebook.
what? There's actually a YouTube channel for me already, and I have no idea who's running it. And
Stop
they
it.
take they take all my videos and post all my videos. There's like 300 videos of mine on YouTube on a
So
channel that I do not run.
so someone's making money off your shit.
Yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
that's
there's
so
so
much
many
fun.
fake Facebook profiles with my picture, and they're scammers. So I
Yeah.
start talking to scammers that are pretending to be me, and I mess with them, and it's so much fun.
Oh my gosh. You gotta love social media. You just can't make this shit up.
Oh, you can't.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Sammy Lou, and find her over on TikTok at Sammy, Sammy, Lou, Lou, 1029. Is your birthday in October? Is that what that is?
October 29th. Yep.
I'm October 1st and I'm from Ohio as well.
Wow, look at us go. Look at
I
us.
know. I know. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much, Sammy Lou, for being here and sharing your story and sharing all over social media, inspiring the world around you, including myself. And I will see all of you guys here next week. So stay with me again next week. Thanks, Sammy.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the TikTok Famous Podcast with Meredith Willits. If you're loving the unfiltered stories and behind-the-scenes truths, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share the show. Until next time, let's get famous.